Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say thank you also to the City of Golden for taping this event, and for Karlyn Tilley and the communications that she's put together for Jason. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Slawinski, City Manager of Golden, to address the state of the city.
Thank you, Leslie. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon it is now. Welcome to the 2016 State of the City. I look forward this morning to speaking with you about our great city and the successes that we've had, enjoyed this past year, and the agenda that lies ahead. Before we get into the program, though, I want to recognize the Golden Chamber of Commerce for putting the event on. Thank you. And for the Golden Hotel for hosting it. Also, thank you to the Golden Hotel. Give them a round of applause for We are all very fortunate to be part of the Golden community. Many of our citizens routinely come together to work hard for the betterment of Golden, including our dedicated members of City Council. Their work is important and influential in the overall progress of our city. But the work of City Council is a tough job, and many times a thankless job. Hearing divergent views from all corners of the community, Council must weigh all aspects of decisions, hear all concerns, evaluate all options, and ultimately arrive at a decision that works for everyone. Not an easy task. But in Golden, we are fortunate to have a dedicated group of elected officials that serve our community with the best interest of the community in mind. And they do it very well. Many are here today. Please let me introduce them to you and join me in welcoming and recognizing the members of our City Council. First, our Mayor, Marjorie Sloan. Councilor Saoirse Karras-Graves. Councilor Marcia Claxton. Councilor Pamela Gould. Councilor Laura Weinberg. I think I saw her. There she is. And Councilor Casey Brown is here. I personally want to extend my thanks to the mayor and these members of our City Council for being here today, and along with their colleague, Councilor Joe Boehm, who is not here today, for their support, their encouragement, and insight during the first few months that I've had on the job. Thank you very much to all of you. So as you might have heard, I am new in town. I arrived here with my wife and 2 daughters in September of 2015. Who's that guy? I don't think he belongs with the others. Although I can draw upon years of experience to help guide me in my transition here, one of the challenges of being the new guy is reconciling what you know, what you think you know, and what you've learned along the way and continue to learn. And for me, it's been extremely helpful meeting people in the community and talking with them about Golden. And as I've been out in the community, I've been asked many questions. So I thought I'd take a moment and share with you some of the more common questions that I've gotten, such as, how is the family adjusting? I appreciate this one actually because I think it speaks to the level of caring and concern of our community. And I'm very happy to report that everyone in my family is doing very well in their adjustment, including my daughters who haven't missed a beat in getting established at their new school. And like all residents, they love Golden. People have asked me, how is everything at the city? I don't know. That's kind of a tough one, depending on what your definition of everything is. But part of what I hope to share with you today is how everything is doing. People have also asked, what has surprised you most about Golden? Well, 60 degrees and sunny in February is a nice, pleasant surprise. Maybe all the Subarus I've passed along US 6 through Golden. But in all honesty, I'm a bit surprised by how many people give their time and energy to this community through volunteering in different organizations in different ways to help make this community strong. I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but it is really, truly remarkable. And finally, I've gotten this question a few times most recently. When are you going to stop being known as the new city manager and become just the city manager? And I think the answer to that is in about 15 years. I'm very thrilled to be here in Golden with you all, and what a fantastic community to be a city manager. When I think about Golden and its values and what separates our community from the rest of the world, I like to think of us as a collection of local celebrities, local heroes, really. Many of us unknown beyond the shadows of the Table Mountains, and we go about our days, each and every day, making Golden the great place that it is. This past year, we wanted to better understand how our citizens view Golden. So we undertook an initiative to conduct the National Citizen Survey, a statistically valid survey of our community and its feelings towards livability and desirability in Golden. Through this effort, we were able to better understand our residents' attitudes toward life in Golden and benchmark these areas against other cities nationwide. Citizens were asked to rate aspects of our community, including safety, mobility, our economy, environment, recreation, education, and citizen engagement. And in the various categories that we measured across these aspects of our community, Golden residents consistently rated their community with high marks. For example, 94% of our residents rated quality of life in Golden as excellent or good and would recommend living in Golden to other people. 95% rated Golden with high marks as a great place to live. Public safety rated very high, as did recreation and wellness, our environment, our economy, civic engagement, public information, confidence in our city government, and the overall value of services. And when comparing our community to others nationwide, Golden rated at or higher than national benchmarks in virtually every category. That's pretty impressive. If you want to view the full report, the National Citizen Survey report, it's on our website. You can find it on the City of Golden's website. As wonderful as our community is, we have to be continually mindful that Golden is part of a larger region and rapidly changing state. Recently, I had the opportunity to join other Colorado city managers and hear a briefing on key economic and demographic indicators about our state. We heard about the trend of population growth in Colorado, the overall positive job outlook, and a surging housing market that will continue to impact the cities across our state. And with a recent U.S. News and World Report ranking putting Denver as the #1 best place to live in America, these factors will undoubtedly continue and have an impact in our area. We are indeed a state that is on the move, with the trend of young, educated, new residents coming to our state will likely continue. We have reason now, more than ever, to monitor these trends, to participate in regional governance, and to manage our affairs for the betterment of Golden. And fortunately, we have just the team to do it. From day one, it was clear to me that our City of Golden employees are in a class of their own. We have some of the most dedicated and committed, thoughtful and talented employees that I've ever had the privilege to lead. This group is really outstanding. They go the extra mile. They often give their own time for our great city. I've been all over the community talking with community members, different individuals and groups, and the consensus is that our employees are among the best. I hope that your experience with them has been the same. and I can't thank them enough for their job they do. Of course, our employees are led by a talented group of department managers, many of who are here today. I'd like to take a moment, introduce them. I think you ought to know who they are. First, our administrative managers. Much of their work is behind the scenes, but is absolutely critical for the overall success of our organization. Please give a warm welcome to our finance director, Jeff Hansen. For the past dozen years or so, Jeff has directed our finance department, has led the city to a very strong financial position. Our financial capacity to take on projects and infrastructure improvements in town is a direct result of Jeff's efforts in properly managing the city's finances. Please also give a warm welcome to our Human Resources Director, Teresa Reilly. Teresa has for nearly 20 years managed perhaps the city's greatest asset, our employees. She has provided excellent leadership in the areas of human resources, training, benefit administration, employee relations, wellness, and other critical functions. Welcome our city clerk, Susan Brooks. Susan is one of our longest tenured employees, and she has a critical role in managing the records of our city council as well as the overall safekeeping of Golden City records. Please give a warm welcome to our media and community relations manager, Karlyn Tilley. Karlyn manages our communications, often working behind the scenes, but sometimes in front of the camera. She ensures our residents have the information they need to go about their busy lives. And I want to acknowledge and thank her today for her work here. We wouldn't be able to provide you with these great graphics and pictures without the work of Karlyn and her team, so thank you. You are probably most familiar with the managers of those services that impact the community the most, such as Parks and Recreation. Please welcome our Director of Fun and Games, Rod Tarullo. I think Rod's got one of the best jobs in the city in that he gets to manage assets and programming for an active community that loves recreation. I especially like the year-round golf. Due to Rod's efforts over the last dozen years or so, we enjoy an award-winning Parks and Recreation department. Please welcome our Police Chief, Bill Kilpatrick. Bill is one of the nicest people you will meet. He is so nice that he greeted me with a 2 a.m. phone call on my second day on the job. Seriously though, with all the scrutiny on law enforcement these days, we have one of the best police departments in the state, and I would argue in the nation. For over 26 years, 14 years as police chief, Bill's efforts have ensured that our police embody the golden values of responsive, accountable, and community-minded service. I want to also welcome our fire chief, John Bales. John leads an incredible group of highly motivated and dedicated fire service professionals. His leadership of the past 16 years has ensured that the Golden community remains safe and well protected with a mostly volunteer staff. Please welcome Public Works Director Dan Hartman. For 27 years, Dan has led our traffic calming and roundabout department. Sometimes that's all they get remembered for. Seriously, Dan's work, because of his work, we're able to enjoy reliable infrastructure here in Golden that allows us to keep our city moving in the right direction and keep you enjoying life here in Golden. Finally, please welcome our Community and Economic Development Director, Steve Glueck. Quite honestly, Steve, I'm not even sure that's your title. you are somehow often involved in most everything that we do. And that's fortunate for us, because for 25 years, you have been here making Golden better every day, no matter what it takes. Today, Steve deserves special recognition because of his effort this past year in stepping up and serving as acting city manager, keeping the city running smoothly until I could get on board. So thank you, Steve, and certainly a job well done. So what's this group been up to? I want to spend the next several minutes talking with you about what we've been busy working on the past year. We've had a great year with a number of significant accomplishments. The city continues to produce award-winning parks and recreation programming and opportunities. In many ways, 2015 has been a record-setting year for parks and recreation. At Fossil Trace, we implemented a new advanced reservation system, which helped us set new records. Over 38,000 rounds of golf were purchased, with greens fees totaling $1.9 million. We have the highest merchandise sales of any public golf course in Colorado, and our staff is recognized with numerous national awards this past year in 2015. The Golden History Center set attendance records as well, up 73%, and we saw record attendance at movies and music in the park. And we have a great lineup coming this year, so stay tuned for that. In line with our Golden Vision 2030 values, we have also been working hard to ensure that our community continues to be a safe place for our residents. Our fire department had a record year, responding to almost 1,600 emergency calls and successfully managing many high-angle and technical rescues. Despite a record level of calls, the dedicated professionals in our fire department continue to provide excellent service. We also successfully negotiated a new 5-year ambulance agreement to ensure continued quick and professional paramedic services. Our police department has been hard at work furthering its outreach and engagement with the community. We have utilized social media to an enhanced level to help officers do their jobs. In one instance, we posted information on social media regarding a shoplifting incident, and within 30 minutes, because of this information, we were able to identify the suspects. In another instance, we posted information on social media about an individual attempting to burglarize lockers at our own Golden Community Center. We posted information about the incident. Some 16,000 people viewed this information, and it led us linking this incident to a similar one in Arvada and apprehending the suspect. Recently, our police department introduced the Golden Safety Academy. The academy links police with our residents, gives them a transparent and inside look into our police operations and safety, empowering them to be safe in their own homes and neighborhoods. It is a first-of-its-kind program in this area and reflects our commitment to connectedness with our community. One of our biggest projects in recent memory was put together in 2015, kicked off recently, and that is building a grade-separated interchange at US 6 and 19th Street, otherwise known as our Linking Lookout Project. This $25 million initiative will improve our transportation in this area and regionally, and will do so in a way that's not only sensitive to our community values, but in fact goes a long way in linking Beverly Heights and Lookout Mountain to the rest of the city. We have kicked off our water meter replacement project, which is aimed at giving residents more real-time information and knowledge regarding water usage, empowering them to take more control over their water usage and hopefully leading to more sustainable practices. With the adequate availability of water supply being a constant concern for Front Range communities, this initiative, along with our other efforts, will go a long way to ensuring an adequate supply in Golden for years to come. On the planning and economic development front, the Downtown Development Authority just completed its first full year of providing programs downtown and planning for future infrastructure and redevelopment projects. Planning staff have also been busy engaging the public and neighborhood planning efforts, most notably the South Golden Road and in North Clear Creek neighborhoods. These are important efforts that will help guide the future growth of our community. And finally, the city just completed a 2-year, $3.2 million municipal solar project. By incorporating solar power in our municipal facilities, this project will help achieve our goals of becoming more energy efficient through the use of renewable energies. The City of Golden ended 2015 in continued excellent financial shape. Our revenues were higher than expected, particularly our sales taxes, and it looks as if that trend is continuing in 2016. We continue to maintain an excellent fund balance, which is important for unplanned needs or emergency expenditures. We are consistently recognized for our excellent work in city finances. Look at those awards. 24 consecutive years of getting the Government Finance Officers Association Audit Award and 13 consecutive years getting the Distinguished Budget Award. That's how we do it in Golden. Communications is critical in this day and age. There are so many ways in which to communicate today, and it is our commitment, in fact, it is a core value of ours for meaningful communication with the community. To that end, we are always looking for ways to enhance communication with our stakeholders. This past year, we've made some progress. Late in the year, we introduced a redesigned City of Golden website, which incorporates a new pleasing look, enhanced features, and is more intuitive to our users. In addition, we focused our efforts on increasing the use of social media for outreach to our stakeholders, and had to do so in some very creative ways. In fact, one of our challenges is to keep people coming back for more information to our outlets. So we've had some success by incorporating some fun, creative bits that keep folks familiar with our communications. In one instance, we pushed out a simple video of a large herd of elk crossing US 6 in Golden, and it received 14,000 views. You may have also seen our video of the Golden Fire Department participating in the Denver Broncos Super Bowl victory parade. Pushed out on social media, this received almost 100,000 views. That's 5 times our population in Golden. We upgraded our local City of Golden TV station, TV channel to HD, channel 880. You can now watch city council meetings live and see in stunning detail every hair on the heads of our city councilors. Or in my case, a complete lack thereof. Finally, the city developed a new weekly e-newsletter, which provides more timely content than is possible with our very popular Informer. I would encourage all of you to sign up to get the latest in city news delivered right to your email inbox, and you can do that by visiting the city's website. The last item I want to report on for 2015 is our progress on special events. After a moratorium and an opportunity to review special events and the impact on the broader community, City Council approved a new special events policy that will be able to better address community needs and concerns. This policy establishes a review committee made up of community stakeholders that can assess potential concerns upfront in the process. We believe this new policy will be a significant improvement moving forward. So, as you can see, we've accomplished a lot in 2015 together. So, what lies ahead for 2016? I think you figured you might want to know. That's why you all came today. What's ahead for 2016? The City Council met recently in a Saturday work session and had some dialogue around key priorities for us to continue to work on over the next year. Staff will structure our work toward moving these priorities forward, and with City Council, our advisory boards and commissions, and our key community partners and stakeholders, we will seek to move Golden forward. Our first priority, affordable housing. Our goal is to make sure that Golden continues to be a place where diverse populations can come together and afford to live. To that end, we want to make sure Golden retains a good mix of housing options. On short order, we'll be hiring a temporary 2-year position in our planning department that can focus on affordable housing and specifically collecting relevant data and research that is necessary to guide our decision-making down the road. We also recognize that transportation and related infrastructure, public transit and parking, have an importance in the community. We want to take an integrated approach in reviewing issues and solutions. We recognize that parking is a concern for many, and we have recently undertaken parking studies and will be working with the Colorado School of Mines in addressing the impact that it has on the overall parking situation. To be sure, we want to engage the community as we work toward developing solutions. Look for this discussion to really gear up over the next several months. On the transportation front, Linking Lookout project is in full swing, and we can expect the majority of our major construction activities to take place over the course of the next year. Looking beyond 2016, we are in the early planning stages for work on Washington Avenue, north of Highway 58, which will involve the implementation of a complete streets project. Finally, in order to move things forward, we'll need to evaluate and prioritize our overall needs and identify viable funding solutions. Golden exists in a rapidly changing metropolitan area and state. Growth pressures will continue to exist in Golden. Key to our success will be how we properly anticipate and manage growth. We want to ensure that our community retains its character and the charm that exists today. And we want to make sure that new growth, while recognizing that it can be good, needs to enhance, not detract from our current environment. In order to do that, we are going to have to anticipate areas of change and be proactive in managing growth, both here locally and on a regional level. And finally, underscoring all of this is our desire to continue to enhance our communications with the community and to provide meaningful engagement wherever possible. All of the priorities that I've highlighted here require us to engage the Golden community in order to identify solutions that work for and are right for Golden. You have all given me way more attention than I deserve. And I'm going to end by saying this. The state of our city is remarkably strong. And the reason that it is, I think, is due to our community, the people of our community, taking a vested interest in its overall success. We are a collection of local celebrities that put service above self for the betterment of our community. We do it right in Golden, among the best. And you have my personal commitment to making sure that city government does its part in keeping things that way. Thank you very much for your time.